wrestling, entertainment.
Brace yourselves. The storm is here. Welcome to WWE HAVOK.
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. We are back here on Thursday Night HAVOK, and we have quite the episode for you tonight. We hear from AJ Styles after a showdown with Braun Breaker and a brawl with Braun Breaker. So many different things to come here tonight on WWE HAVOK as we gear up for our next pay-per-view event, Wired Wednesday. What a night it is going to be here tonight. But tonight we kick off with a huge challenge for none other than Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca about to step foot in the ring, one of the hottest rising stars in WWE today.
Making her way to the ring from Honolulu, Hawaii, Sol Ruca.
Well, this past Monday night on Exile, Sol Ruca had an opportunity to qualify and top the power rankings here in the WWE and qualify for the polls of Wired Wednesday. Unfortunately, because of Bianca Belair's partner, Jada Parker, Bianca picked up a huge victory over Sol Ruca. But Sol Ruca said she's still in that contention for the power rankings to be number one underneath Liv Morgan, the current women's champion. Sol Ruca tonight says, okay, well, I want another opportunity. Liv said you want an opportunity, you got it. If you want to be the champion, you better beat the champion. So, Liv Morgan and Sol Ruca goes a one-on-one here tonight to kick off WWE Exile. This will have a huge opportunity for Sol Ruca because if she's able to beat the champion, she qualifies for the polls for Wired Wednesday, where it's the most interactive WWE pay-per-view of the year. The women's champion, Liv Morgan, hasn't had luck over the past few weeks here in WWE.
From Elmwood Park, New Jersey, the WWE Women's Champion, Liv Morgan.
It was Liv Morgan who stepped foot in the ring at WWE Scorched Earth in the main event in a Hell in a Cell match. And ever since then, she picked up a huge victory. But she has lost to Tiffany Stratton. She has lost to Charlotte Flair. She has not had much luck. And maybe it's time for her to just take a moment to breathe here in WWE after a Hell in a Cell match. And Liv Morgan does not want to stop tonight. She wants to prove and put a cap on Sol Ruca's rise. Here we go, one-on-one action here tonight on WWE HAVOK. Liv Morgan coming right in hot against Sol Ruca with a drop kick right to the chest of Sol Ruca. Liv Morgan is going to want to make quick work of Sol Ruca tonight to get back on track, to get on her winning streak here in the WWE that she has lost over the last few weeks here in the WWE. And then Sol Ruca wants a quick win here tonight against Liv Morgan to qualify for those polls for Wired Wednesday for the chance to be chosen by the WWE Universe as Liv Morgan's opponent for Wired Wednesday. And right now, Liv Morgan having her way with the Sol Ruca right now. Look at this, Liv Morgan. Sol Ruca into the corner and a nasty knee. Oh, wait. Sol Ruca counters Liv Morgan. Sol Ruca with a perfect counter to Liv Morgan. She went for the knee, and now look at this, locking in a submission on Liv Morgan and Sol Ruca here. Oh, and a nasty kick from Liv Morgan here. Now Liv Morgan has Sol Ruca up here. Now Sol Ruca gonna battle out with elbows. And with Sol Ruca confusing out Liv Morgan here, stacks up Liv Morgan, goes for the pinfall, only a one count there. Now once again gonna go for a pinfall on Liv, not even a one count. Sol Ruca needs to do a lot more damage to the women's champion before she's able to get a win. A nice trip up from Sol Ruca here on Liv. Sol Ruca now measuring Liv Morgan here. Now here comes Sol Ruca flying through the air. Sol Ruca coming in hot against Liv Morgan, who had a flurry of offense against Sol Ruca in the early moments of this match here. Now Sol Ruca feeling herself here tonight. Now look at this. In comes Liv Morgan with a nasty right hand and some perfectly executed strike combination from Liv Morgan. But now So Ruka counters Liv here. So Ruka, nasty knee to Liv. And now drops Liv on her head here. Now drops Liv right on the back of her head. Now So Ruka has Liv Morgan up. And now look at this, gonna place Liv Morgan, stacks her up. This could be it for So Ruka here tonight, and no, only a 2 count there for So Ruka. As Liv Morgan trying to get to a standing base here on So Ruka, as So Ruka has all of this momentum in her, but now Liv Morgan fighting back on So Ruka here. Now look at this, Liv Morgan coming in hot again, So with a nasty springboard dropkick from Liv Morgan. A lot of momentum behind that dropkick, and only a 2 count there for Liv Morgan. Now look at this, a nice dropkick right to the back of So Ruka here from Liv. Now Liv is having her way with So Ruka right now. So Ruka lining up on those ropes, and wait, she was going for maybe that Oblivion. She was maybe going for the Oblivion here. Now So Ruka on the top rope, and a nice clothesline from So Ruka, as now So Ruka feeling it here tonight against a women's champion, Liv Morgan. Now So Ruka has Liv here. Now look at the strength of So, but now Liv able to counter, goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, kicks out from So Ruka. So Ruka coming in hot against Liv here. Now So Ruka has Liv, went for a big forearm, but now able to block it, and now both women coming in hot here. And now look at this clothesline from So Ruka. So Ruka really feeling it here tonight against Liv Morgan. Now look at this, out of nowhere, she going for it, and she connects with the Soul Snatcher on the Women's Champion. Could this put away the Women's Champion here tonight? And no! So Ruka with a close win on Liv Morgan there. Such a close win here for So Ruka. So Ruka now has Liv up, Liv able to counter. Now look at this, Liv gonna stack up So Ruka here. 1, 2. So Ruka kicks out here. Now look at this, a nice block from So Ruka here. Now look at this, Liv Morgan with an elbow to So Ruka. Now what is Liv thinking? Liv with the 201 face crusher from Liv Morgan. Perfectly executed here. Now what is Liv thinking? And now, So Ruka able to counter out here. And now look at this, So Ruka counters. And now look at this, has Liv Morgan up. And now look at this, stacks Liv Morgan. Stacks Liv Morgan on her neck here. 2, 3, and no, Liv Morgan continues to fight in this match here. Now here comes So Ruka. So Ruka there's a nice clothesline to Liv Morgan outside of the ring here as these women going at it here tonight. And now a nice clothesline diving all the way to the outside, but Liv Morgan is not having it. Both women are here tonight. And now Liv Morgan gets sent into those steel steps. I think Liv Morgan had that original idea, but So Ruka was able to counter it off. So Ruka, and now look at Liv, just elbows right to Ruka's gut here. And So Ruka, Liv Morgan fighting it out here, but now look at this, able to counter, does So Ruka. And now Liv Morgan over here countering So Ruka and drops So Ruka with a nice Hurricane Rana. Perfectly executed Hurricane Rana there from Liv Morgan, and now able to counter out in a big shot and a big elbow. Now look at this, able to counter out here. And now look at this, able to stack up Liv here, does So Ruka, goes for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, so close to a 3 count for So Ruka as both these women trying to beat one another here tonight. Each woman has something to gain here tonight, and only a 1 count for So Ruka there. Now look at this, So Ruka, nasty super kick. And now look at this, stacks up Liv Morgan. 1, 2, 3, and So Ruka just defeated Liv Morgan. Oh my God. The flurry of offense was too much for women's champion Liv Morgan. This means that Soruka tops the rankings and she qualifies for the polls for Wired Wednesday. We know it's Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair, and Soruka, all who have qualified for the polls for Wired Wednesday, where the fans will choose which one of them will face off against Liv Morgan for the women's title that night. Well, last week on WWE HAVOK, it was a little bit of chaos with the tag team champions. Tonight, Omos goes one-on-one with the man who kicked him in his face, Drew McIntyre. The Intercontinental Champion is up next here on WWE HAVOK. Well, last week was pretty chaotic between Drew McIntyre coming to the aid of his good friend, none other than Finn Balor, as well as the main event. I mean, it was Aleister Black, AJ Styles, a dream match everyone wanted to see. Braun Breaker took it upon himself to interrupt it, spear his challenger for Wired Wednesday, and it just all hell broke loose last week.
From Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 416 pounds, one half of the WWE Men's Tag Team Champions, the Nigerian Giant, Omos.
Well, tonight we focus on the Nigerian Giant Omos, who wants a little bit of revenge for Drew McIntyre sticking his nose in the business of the Tag Team Champions last week. It was Oba Femi taking on Finn Balor. The crowd was excited, and Omos decided, well, you know what, let me help out my Tag Team Champion partner. He put his hands on Finn Balor. He got him up in the air, and then Drew McIntyre came out of nowhere and said, absolutely not. You're not doing that to my good friend. You're not interrupting and causing him to lose. So, Drew McIntyre came out, kicked Omos in his face with a Claymore, and Drew McIntyre helped Finn Balor and assisted Finn Balor in a huge win against the Tag Team Champions. And now tonight, Drew McIntyre is about to stand toe-to-toe with none other than the Nigerian Giant Omos. Drew McIntyre, the Intercontinental Champion.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre always ready for a fight. He won that WWE Intercontinental Championship back at WWE Scorched Earth against former champion Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley has been on the injured list since Scorched Earth, and that's why he hasn't asked for a championship rematch, but I'm sure as soon as Alex Shelley is cleared to compete, he is going to want a crack back at that WWE Intercontinental Championship that's held by the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. One of the brightest, hottest stars in the WWE is Drew McIntyre, and there is no doubt about it. He is strong, he is athletic, he is agile, and he gets to fare up against none other than someone who else is very strong in Omos, the Nigerian Giant. We'll see how Drew McIntyre fares tonight against the Nigerian Giant. Well, the crowd seems to be behind McIntyre here tonight on WWE HAVOK. Let's see if Drew McIntyre can topple Omos. And now look at this, Drew McIntyre coming right after Omos here with strikes. But Omos standing right up to Drew here, and a big right hand from Omos. Ooh, Drew just slapped Omos, and Omos with a big right hand. Now look at this, Omos fighting off on Drew here. After that one slap that did not fare well with Drew McIntyre for Omos. Now look at Omos just stomping on Drew McIntyre. Oh, and just kicks Drew McIntyre in his chest here. Now look at the strength of Omos. Omos wants revenge on McIntyre, and he is getting just that here tonight. And now just look at Omos just manhandling. That is not even just a grown man. That is a behemoth of a man in Drew McIntyre. He is 6'5", 250 plus, and Omos is just manhandling Drew McIntyre. Look at this, McIntyre just trying to fight off Omos here. And Omos not allowing it to happen here. And now big backhand from Omos. And now just look at Omos. Slam. And now look at this going after McIntyre here. Both men now clothesline each other in the center of the ring here. Oh, and now, wait. It looked like Obafemi was getting in. And now Obafemi and Finn Balor. Oh, and now look at this. The referee saying no. Oh, throwing Obafemi out of the ring here. Omos can't believe it. And now, wait. Finn Balor getting thrown out of the ring. Partners getting thrown out of the arena in this match here. It is down to Omos. And now, oh my God, out of nowhere, a Claymore, big distraction to Omos. And McIntyre just picked up a huge win, an upset victory due to a distraction. That Claymore came out of nowhere from Drew McIntyre. And look at that, Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor both have wins over the men's tag team champions. What a night here for Drew and Finn getting their revenge on the men's tag team champions, the Big Gods. Well, last week it was pure chaos in the main event when AJ Styles took on Aleister Black. Tonight, AJ Styles gets to get a little bit of payback against the man who cost him potentially a win against the WWE champion, Aleister Black. It's AJ Styles versus Braun Breaker in the main event tonight here on HAVOK. Well, here we go. AJ Styles in action up next here tonight on WWE HAVOK. Has another opportunity here tonight to main event. AJ Styles, one of the great competitors here in the WWE, no doubt about it. He is high flying, he is death defying, he is phenomenal, simply.
Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, AJ Styles wants some revenge on Braun Breaker. After last week, Braun Breaker interrupted his match with the WWE World Champion, Aleister Black. AJ Styles would love to put Braun Breaker in his place and show Braun Breaker that he better not interfere in more business that contends with AJ Styles and the World Champion. Oh, here we go. Here comes Braun Breaker, the man who interrupted the main event. Braun ready to fight. Wait, he's bringing out Jacob Fatu. What is Jacob Fatu doing here? Jacob Fatu? Is Braun not going to get in this match? Is Braun replacing himself with Jacob Fatu here tonight on WWE HAVOK? Oh, it looks like it is. Braun Breaker has a huge championship match in a few nights. He doesn't want to get injured. And it looks like he's replacing himself with Jacob Fatu. Is this even legal? Oh my God, Fatu! Oh my God! And now AJ trying to fight off Jacob Fatu here. And AJ not able to catch Fatu. Fatu is one of the nastiest men in the WWE. And Braun Breaker found the nastiest man to take out AJ Styles tonight. I can't even believe, is this even legal? Did Batista sign off on this, the commissioner of the WWE? Braun Breaker taking the easy route out, finding a man who just wants to destroy anything and anyone in his path. And he is now having AJ Styles fight off none other than Jacob Fatu. And now went for a drop kick. And look at this, Fatu with a nasty clothesline, just decapitating AJ Styles. Look at this, Fatu. Oh my God. Oh, good night, AJ. It is over for AJ. That is a sit-out pile driver, and AJ Styles able to kick out, though. And look at this, AJ Styles fighting off on Jacob Fatu here. Puts Fatu on. Oh, a nasty shot. Now, very smart by AJ, trying to attack the base of Jacob Fatu here. Attack the legs here. And now Fatu able to counter. Not able to get Fatu there was AJ, and a nasty headbutt from Jacob Fatu. Now just Fatu grabbing at that trap area of AJ Styles here, as Styles now trying to fight out of the grip of Jacob Fatu. Nasty shot right to the face of Fatu here. Now Fatu counters AJ Styles. Now Fatu has AJ on those ropes, and just a clubbing blow to the back of the head of AJ Styles here. Fatu is a vicious individual, and Breaker picked a vicious individual to try and take out AJ Styles. AJ Styles definitely wants a rematch against none other than the WWE World Champion Aleister Black. That match last week was interrupted thanks to Braun Breaker, but AJ Styles with a Pele kick flooring Jacob Fatu for the first time in this match. Styles now going after Fatu here. Styles needs to keep the momentum going, but no, Fatu counters in a big right hand from Jacob Fatu. And now look at this. Ooh, goes right after the leg of Fatu here. But Fatu and Styles now both down after Fatu's unbridled assault on AJ Styles in this match. Here comes Styles, and now Fatu. Styles catches Fatu here. Now Fatu. Oh my gosh. Nasty shot from Fatu, but Styles now going to stack up Fatu here. Only a 1 count there. Is now Styles in trouble with Fatu here. Now look at this, Styles gonna go right back after the leg of Jacob Fatu. Now look at this, Fatu right back up, and just like that, floors AJ Styles. Fatu just in complete control of AJ Styles here. It is so scary, this strength that Jacob Fatu possesses, and now just look at this once again. Just throwing AJ Styles around the ring. He is throwing him literally in mid-air. And now look at this. Oh, catches him with the boot off the jaw of Fatu there. Does Styles. Then now Fatu counters Styles here. Now what is Fatu thinking? And again, this time, oh, a nasty Samoan drop. Drop from mid-air, 2. And no, Styles kicks out here. Styles fighting off Jacob Fatu here. And just look at Styles continuing, trying to fight off Fatu, but the offense of Fatu is so dire. Fatu is just something else when it comes to being inside of the WWE ring. Now look at this. Going to force suplex, but now Styles able to counter Fatu and takes Fatu out at the leg again here. Smart by AJ Styles. Keep trying to attack the base as much as you can of Jacob Fatu. Now look at Fatu lighting up Styles with shots here. But now, oh my God, wait. He just got the Styles clash out of nowhere on Jacob Fatu. This Styles clash out of nowhere, but now Fatu somehow still back up and standing. How is Fatu standing after a Styles clash? And now Fatu plants Styles down. Oh my God. Now look at this, Fatu coming in hot, and Fatu just plants one. A huge springboard moonsault on AJ Styles and gets a win over Styles here. How is Fatu able to just pop up after a Styles clash and then beat AJ Styles on top of it. Well, AJ Styles just got stopped in his track. He was not prepared for Jacob Fatu, but what we all are prepared for is a Wired Wednesday in just a few nights here in the WWE. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on more 2K25 Universe Mode.
Get your connection ready. Wired Wednesday is coming to pay-per-view soon.